Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It is Candy here from sweetstamper.com, and I'm so glad to be here with you today for my weekly Thursday episode of Simple and Stepped Up Stamping. So on Thursdays every week, I come to you live here on my Facebook page, and we get down to the real basics of stamping. Typically, it's stamps, ink, and paper. And then we step it up and see where we can go by adding just a little bit. And so I love the challenge, hi Simone, of bringing it back to basics, hi Grace, so that we can see where the beauty lies in the simplicity of simple stamping. Hi Michelle, I'm glad you're here with me. So we've got New York and we've got Texas. Hey Laura and Barb, I'm glad you're here. I need to turn my notifications off so that I don't have things coming through that are unwelcome. And thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. My husband and I are both improving and feeling better each day. So my husband saw the cardiologist yesterday, and he's really happy with him. And it's just slow going on the energy side of things. So when you're used to being really active and you have like zero activity level and you're still tired, it's a little frustrating, but you know, we're going to get there. So I am going to go ahead and bring the camera down because I've got some fun things to show you today, and I don't have a minute to spare. Hey Diana, I'm glad you're here. Okay, first up is my new Cards with a Twist class, which I'm planning to release probably with about an hour after my Facebook Live. I say an hour because I have the event created, but I've got to go in and put a few graphics in and things like that. So let me show you where I'm going with Cards with a Twist, and then we'll do stamping for today. So Stampin' Up! Has released something that is called a pre-release collection of products. So Eden's Garden is the name of a stamp set and set of dies that will be in the new annual catalog in May. So this is a pre-release, kind of a sneak peek fun. Now there are some elements that go with this right now. So this is not available for y'all to purchase until November. Actually, let's see, November the 2nd to be exact. So the stamps, and none of these products are available until November, except if you're a demonstrator, and we can already get them. And so we get an extra month to play with them, and of course be prepared to share things with you. So there is the stamp set, and there are the dies. The dies are really unique. You get kind of a wreath, but it's an elongated wreath. And there's a lot of fun things you can do with it, whether you're snipping it. I used 4 of the 5 dies in my class. You can snip it, you can stack it, you can do all kinds of fun things. So if you look here, the way that this has just been layered with a couple of different layers of this really unique wreath. Then there's also some gorgeous designer series paper. Hey Gail, it's good to see you. There's some cotton paper, and this is the one element I have not yet played with, and there are some gorgeous, gorgeous, what do you call them, little gems. So this is what, and you can actually get the whole collection when it goes live. So let me show you my Cards with a Twist, and then we will get down to today's projects. So Cards with a Twist is a monthly class I do, and we make 8 cards. It's a $35 class. And we center around 1 stamp set. So this is my stamp set of choice. This month, you're getting a half a pack of this gorgeous, gorgeous, I think it's called Eden's Garden Designer Series paper. Lots of beautiful greens. And then the other side does not have any of the gold foiling, so much more neutral papers to work with. But I have to tell you, I love, love, love these gold papers. And this was the star of the show, as it were, for my Cards with a Twist class. So with my class, you get half a pack of this designer series paper. You get a full package of these garden gems, and you are going to love them. They are so cool. And then you're going to get a half a roll of this fine art ribbon. So it's kind of a more subtle gold because this has a lot of shine, and I wanted to make sure I didn't overpower that element of what we were working with. So let me show you the cards. You get all the prepared supplies plus your 8 envelopes to make these 8 cards. So Cards with a Twist is so named because you're going to make 2 each of 4 designs, and there's a twist in the design. So you can see the twist on most of these is the color. So I've used So Saffron and Rich Raspberry on all my designs. So here is set number 2. Again, really using that designer series paper, using these gorgeous gems. And when I do this class for you, I'm getting a glare, aren't I? Let me see what I can do here. Ah, that doesn't help. When you get your card class in the mail, it has all of the die cutting done for you. And I've still got that glare. Well, I think it's just going to have to be that way. I can't figure out a way to alleviate the glare. There's a lot of shine. Ah, that's a little better, I think. Oh, it was over here. There's a delay on the, okay. So then I have, this is my next raspberry here, saffron here, and again, kind of showing you, showcasing the dies as well as the stamps. And I will tell you, this is my favorite greeting. I know I'm kind of, there's another set of cards I need to show you, but this is my favorite part of the greeting. It's an inside greeting. It goes with several of them, several of the outside greetings. My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. I just think that is a gorgeous, gorgeous greeting. So I've done that on a couple of them, and on, let's see, this one we've done, you know, just various stamps on the inside of them. And then last but not least, here is my last pair. And this is Let's Celebrate Everything. And it has these beautiful dies. And then I brought one of the dies into here as well. Just kind of a fun way to showcase the dies. Again, that's a $35 class. Everything is prepped and ready for you, and that does include shipping. There's an opportunity to add on the stamp set and the dies if you wish. And also, I used only 1 color of ink for all 8 cards. I was really proud of myself. I used Evening Evergreen, which is the dark green that is featured in the designer series paper. Okay, let's pop this onto my table over here, and let's see what we're going to do today. Today, we are going to look at Paper Pumpkin. And if you're unfamiliar with Paper Pumpkin, it is our subscription box. You can purchase like a 1 month or 2 month, or, well, not 1 or 3, 6 or 12 month codes, where you get just a code and plug it in. But honestly, the subscription is the cheapest way to enjoy Paper Pumpkin. And here's my link right here. So I've got a direct link, and it's bit.ly/pumpkin-candy. So that's a little bit easier than, you know, the mile-long link that I would have to give you. It comes in this beautiful, well, you get a different box each month. So typically you get just kind of an orange box, but then you have some specialty boxes. And this is one of the specialty boxes. This comes to you in the mail. It is $21 plus tax, I think. I think that's the correct price now. They changed it a while back, and it took me a while to figure out what the new price was. Inside here, you have everything you need to make a set of projects. And this month's projects, look how beautiful. You have these Christmas cards, and I absolutely think they are gorgeous. You do get instructions here as to the elements that you're going to have and the way that you're going to assemble them if you want to do them the way that they are designed. Now, you can just go off-grid, and we're going to go a little off-grid today. So here's all the elements, and they're also showing you this particular one. It coordinates with this Peaceful Place collection that is in our holiday catalog. So this, you'll see images that are reminiscent in this paper pumpkin kit, reminiscent of the images here. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for joining us. But you know, for 21 bucks, look at the gorgeous, gorgeous envelopes. I think this kit makes 12 cards. Let's see, 10, 6. So yeah, there's 10 cards in here. So I think we're going to be making 5 each, 5 each of 2 designs. You get these foil Noels, and there's 5 of them, and you get these beautiful little iridescent gems. And then you have 5 solid shaded spruce card bases. And then you have 5 card bases that are exactly the designer series paper. This is that designer series paper that is the Peaceful Place that I absolutely love. I mean, look at that. And then you have all these fun tags that you can play with in cherry cobbler and basic white with a little silver border. And then you get these buffalo check layers. You get all kinds of layers. You can play with these and just have fun with them, or you can you would also have fun if you did them just as they were designed. But if you wanted to go off grid, you certainly can. I tend to put them together the way that they're designed. I love this. Not much I would change there. You also do get, what you'll see here is these little vellum trees. Aren't they gorgeous? And these are exactly like the dies that you get as part of the suite. So, or the bundled suite, either one. So there's a lot to love in this kit, and when you subscribe with me, I have a set of alternate projects for you each month, and that is my gift to you. They're actually created by one of my team members who really, really rocks Paper Pumpkin. Her name is Jennifer Jenkins, and I think her Facebook page is called Fabulous Stamper. So she does a lot with Paper Pumpkin and simple stamping, and she's awesome. I would highly encourage you to head over there and just see what Jennifer is up to. This is the shaded spruce. You always get 1 ink pad, a little mini ink pad. It's a Stampin' Spot. This one has not yet been opened, but it's just a little mini ink pad. And then you also get your dimensionals and also some glue dots. You get a little red twine, and then you get an awesome stamp set. So today I wanted to play with this stamp set. It has some really excellent greetings and some fun images. So the great thing about this box is $21 plus tax. Once you create these cards, you're going to have your ink left. You might have, well, yeah, you will. They usually give you way more little mini glue dots than you need. And then you're also going to have an amazing stamp set. So let's talk about what we can do with this stamp set, and let's make a card. We're going to do simple stamping today, but we're going to have it based on this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. This is the one that was just delivered. This is the October kit. So the November kit is 9 really cute treat packages, all ready to give all I say treats, it could be gifts. It could be small gifts. It doesn't have to be like candy and stuff like that. It could be like some jewelry. Jewelry is definitely a treat, or some other things as well. So I brought in 1 punch, and I brought in this gorgeous, gorgeous embossing folder. And so we are going to have something a little bit more stepped up, and but still super simple. So let me grab my basic toolkit and my basic adhesives. So I need my toolkit because I prefer to always use a bone folder when I'm folding my cards. So, and I do score my cards before I fold them. So this is thick Whisper White, and you can see I just run that through on my paper trimmer, and I just find that it gives you a sharper crease and it's easier to work with. It's not essential, but I do love it, and it's a habit. I use it all the time. Now, you know, people often ask, well, how do you know where to fold the card? Well, you'll have a bump here and a kind of a divot here. So you always want to hide the worm. So if you think about that bumpy part is a worm, you want to hide it. You'll never forget that, and you'll always have a really sharp crease on your card when you do that. Now, for time's sake, I went ahead and ran a piece of gray granite cardstock through that embossing folder. So I just used this embossing folder, and you just position your cardstock where you want it. This also comes out beautifully with the foil sheets and also with vellum. So this is, I believe this is a must-have embossing folder. You do need to have the full-size Big Boss, is my nickname for our Stamp and Cut and Emboss, because that's a lot for me to say. You cannot use the mini on this one. It's too big. So this is a full 6 inches in width, and so that gives you a lot of room to make projects. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this down. And when I stick this down, because this is embossed with my Big Boss, embossed with Big Boss, I like, because there's all this texturing here, I like to use the liquid glue because it's going to get down into those little crevices, and that way I know it's going to really stick well, and that's what I'm wanting. I'm wanting it to be really flat on there. And let's just put a little bit in the middle. Make sure it stays down. And I need my trees at the top. And this is the base of my card. So that's gonna go like so. How many of you here, hi Cheryl, I'm glad you're here today. We're doing a Paper Pumpkin alternative card. How many of you here are Paper Pumpkin subscribers? You know, one of the great things about your Paper Pumpkin subscription, I meant to stamp that before I put it down, is that you can pause it. Like say you're gonna be going away, or maybe your daughter's getting married and you're not gonna have time to do any crafting for the next 2 months. You can just pause it. You can cancel anytime, there's no contract. But I like to just pause. If I'm not gonna be able to use it, I prefer just to pause mine rather than cancel it out. Now, I am going to use a little bit of gray granite ink, and look at this image on my stamp set. They had this little snowflake image, and I thought it would be cute to put a few snowflakes in the treetops. Now I meant to stamp this before I put it down, and I didn't get that done, so we'll just kind of wing it while it's on the card and just twist and turn these a little bit and get just a few little snowflakes tone on tone. So this is what I mean about this stamp set. Has some really nice images in it. So there's my little snowflakes. So Gail, I'm glad you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and Cheryl is. Yay. It is a fabulous little, you know, it's like getting a little class in the mail. And usually, well, I should say always, the projects are always fairly simple. Sometimes they're a little bit more challenging than others, but for the most part, they're really simple to execute. So now I'm going to go with Peaceful Christmas Wishes. To me, this whole scene just evokes peace. And I think that when you look at the kit as well, all of this imagery here, this just evokes peace. So what I've done is I've just taken the embossing folder that has a little bit of a element of these trees and used that on this project. Now I have just a little scrap of white, and I'm going to use my Shaded Spruce ink pad. And one of the things I love to use my ink spots for is when I'm using my, what do you call it? Stamparatus. They are so perfect for Stamparatus, but when I'm doing just kind of everyday stamping, I do prefer to use a full-size ink pad. I find it easier. Yeah, this month's Paper Pumpkin is gorgeous. And I find that, like, I will make these cards up and I will be sending these out. I send a lot of Christmas cards out. I send Christmas cards to, of course, family and friends. I have Christmas cards that go to my church members, My husband's a pastor, and then I also have Christmas cards that go to my customers, and then I have Christmas cards that go to my team members. So I have a lot of Christmas cards to do. So this is, again, super, super simple, but wait, you're gonna like where we're gonna go. So this is just a neutral palette with gray granite and basic white with a little bit of shaded spruce on my ink. But what do you think Candy's gonna do? Oh, Simone, I'm sorry you lost the connection for a minute. You know that Candy is going to take out her favorite embellishment, these holiday rhinestone jewels, and look at that shaded spruce. So I can grab some of these shaded spruce rhinestones and tie in my shaded spruce ink here, and that is going to give me just the right look. Just exactly what I'm wanting to tie in the color. And I think that I'm going to do a few more over here as well. There we go. I think that's going to be better. So there I have a super, super simple but very elegant Christmas card made with a minimum of supplies and a minimum of time, I might add. Now I'm going to bring back in my foam mat, and I'm going to grab one of the stamps. This is what I mean about an amazing stamp set that you have, and it's stuck. There we go. Look at those trees. Isn't that awesome? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these trees, and I could stamp them all the way across the bottom to mimic what is on the front of my card, or I could just do them in one area. But I think let's just go all the way across. So there. And again, this is a photopolymer stamp, so you're going to want to press and hold for a couple of seconds. This is the size block that you get with your very first paper pumpkin kit. After that, you won't get a block each time. You'll get a stamp set each time, but you'll just use the same block. And look at that, they fit perfectly. 2 of these sets of trees fit perfectly right across the bottom of my card. Boom. And I'm also going to take my inside greeting, and I think that rather than stamping it and hoping I get it in the center, I think what I'm going to do instead, this is a little trick I like to use a lot, I'm going to ink up my greeting, sending you peace and joy all year long. So Melissa, you're stuck again too. Yes, I do need to stamp my envelope while I have the stamp out. Thank you for reminding me, Gail. That is a good call. Let me grab one. And then this will be ready to go. So I'm going to take this and pull the same punch back in. This is my Label Me Fancy, a really nice size. It's kind of a small label, and it's really a nice size. I could even do this in a contrasting color, but what I find is that rather than trying to center this, and then if I get it crooked or something, I get upset with myself, this is perfect because then I can move this where I want it to be. And I'm not going to put a dimensional on there because I want my card to fold flat, to close flat. So that is going to go right there. And then, yeah, we're there. All I need to do is, oh, I already had an envelope and I went and got another one. Okay, let's use the original envelope here. And let's ink up our trees once more. And this time I'm just going to do my trees on one side of the bottom of my envelope. I do apologize. I've had 2 people say that their Facebook is kind of doing wonky things on them today. So I do apologize for that. I know it's frustrating. I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. I love it to be able to connect with all of y'all and to be able to connect with my kids who live in the UK and my wonderful grandchildren over there. But yeah, when it's not working right, it's really frustrating. So there is my quick, easy, elegant alternative card made with the stamps from this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. So I would urge you, if you're not already, to jump into the world of Paper Pumpkin, and you can do that. Whoopsie, sorry about the bang. You can do that with my Paper Pumpkin link right here, and that will get you a free set of tutorials each month where you will have usually 8 to 10 alternate projects, and there's several that use just the elements from the actual kit, and then some that include some other things like this here, but not a lot. You know, it's one embossing folder, one punch, and my favorite little embellishment with the holiday rhinestones. So Gail, I'm glad you like this. You know, this is a great way, if you have a lot of Christmas cards to make, to send some really simple, beautiful elegance. You can crank these out really quickly. So if you needed to make 25 or 30 of these, you could make them in no time at all. And one of the other great things about Paper Pumpkin, it's super portable because everything that you need for your projects is right here in this little box. So if you're going camping, or if you're going out of town, something like that, or you're going to have some time over the maybe Thanksgiving coming up, you could get at least one Paper Pumpkin kit, maybe two, and take these to Thanksgiving dinner, whether that's at your house or someone else's, and then you can get all the kids after dinner to gather around with you and make the fun projects in here. Great activity for teenagers, for younger grandchildren, well, yeah, school age, not 3 years old. But it's just a fun thing to do. It's, like I said, it's quick, easy, and excellent projects. I mean, Stampin' Up! Has done all the design work for us, but then don't forget, I'm going to send you an email each month, and that's going to give you some alternative projects to help you have ideas on more ways that you can use the wonderful products that you get in your Paper Pumpkin kit. And the nice thing about when you become a subscriber as well is you're going to, also get some things from Stampin' Up! So they're going to remind you about when the next kit is coming. They're going to remind you about when the refill kits are available. Because once all the kits have shipped out, if they have available, sometimes you can get whole kits. So you could buy this entire box. More often, you can get the refill kit. So you would get everything to make this except for the stamp set. And that's terrific, because if you already have the stamps, then you can buy another one of these, and that's only $10. To make another 10 cards, you would get you don't get the ink pad and you don't get the stamps, but you get all of this little blingy stuff. You get all of the little die cuts and everything for $10. So that's on all the kits. Now, having said that, you can't always get a refill kit. It depends. And you do have to be a subscriber to purchase the refill kits. So those are things that are important to know and understand. Diana, I'm glad you got your first one this month. This is a stellar kit. What a great way to start your Paper Pumpkin journey. So don't forget, if you are not yet a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, use my link, jump into the wonderful creative world of Stampin' Up's Paper Pumpkin. It is the best, and actually I think it's the top-selling subscription kit in the crafting world. So again, let me bring this down. That is bit.ly/pumpkin-candy, and that will put you into my pumpkin patch of Paper Pumpkin subscribers, and I would love to have you there. Let's see, I was just reading comments. Okay, that is it for today. I'm going to love you and leave you. I got to get on here and get my Cards with a Twist class up and linked so that everybody can jump in to that. I hope you're going to love the projects and love this new bundle that is a pre-release. Again, that bundle, you can buy it now through like early January, and then it's going to hide, it's going to go away, and then it's going to be released again in the new annual catalog in May. So you will have a couple of months to play with it, have fun with it, create with it, and remember that my Cards with a Twist class, it's just $35. So it's a great monthly class that I do. I am opening up early this month, and I'm doing that, and I'm closing registration early because although these things will be available till early January, yeah, I'm afraid that the gorgeousness of the paper, the gorgeousness of the gems, we might end up with a little back order situation, and I just don't. I avoid the back orders, and I do that by being strategic in what I order and what I feature. So we will have dates that will be a little bit different on Cards with a Twist for November, but I'm going to open it up. Here we're only October 21st. I'm going to go ahead and open it up because, like I said, I need to go ahead, and as soon as that goes live in November, I can only order one right now. So that's the limit for demonstrators. We can't start stocking these up, selling these kits now. We can't do that. But as soon as it goes live on November 2nd, I'm going to be in there placing an order for my Cards with a Twist class so that I can ship it out in a timely manner, and you'll get it before Thanksgiving. And hopefully you'll have a paper pumpkin kit to do as well, and you'll have some fun creativity during your Thanksgiving break. Hopefully get a little bit of time off during Thanksgiving. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for being here today with me. Be sure to share, and for those of you who are watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I upload my weekly Facebook Lives, which are every Tuesday and every Thursday. So Teach Me Tuesday, you'll learn something new, and on Thursdays, you'll get some simple stamping in. And all of those get uploaded to YouTube as well, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you again. Take care, and God bless.